is another Type 59 game, this one on Sacred Valley, with two of the most worthless Tier 9 heavy tank drivers you are ever likely to see. You'll find out why shortly. So, normally what I do on this map is head up to the hill up north. Basically, regardless of game mode, whoever controls north controls the map. It is important to send some tanks south, but generally if you're going to lose, it's going to be to a north rush. So I've got an APCR shell loaded first. We are in a Tier 9 game and I would not like to get an unpleasant bounce off the first thing I run into. Now here you can see why I said the worst Tier 9 heavy drivers. RE75 is hiding in J2 behind our artillery, literally behind it, as far as you can possibly get from the enemy team. And AMX 5120 has decided to set himself up to rush the middle of the map into the enemy Tier 9s. Really not a good use of a French autoloader. So I'm just taking some shots on the 54 as I climb the hill. I'm just auto-aiming. I don't want to delay my my arrival at the crest of the hill, so just auto-aiming, firing when I think I've got a clear shot. If it pans, it pans. If it doesn't, then no big loss. You know, the Type 59 does have ammo capacity issues, but there's three of us, so I'm not too worried about having to expend my full supply of ammunition. So our 5120 is just suiciding. The only good thing about him doing that is that it kept the 54 spotted for so long that we could nearly kill him. The enemy beat us to the top of the hill, but we're not in too bad a position yet. It's only medium so far, a Tier 7 and a Tier 9, and the Tier 9 is just getting torn up because he's in a bad spot. I'm missing because magic. Just bad RNG, I think, and I wasn't waiting for my shots to fully aim like I should have been. Now this, an ST1, that is our signal to get off the hill. About here I call the retreat. We sort of hang around long enough to get one more shot off and then back away. But that's okay because by now our TDs have finally reached the hill and they should be able to get some work done up here. 5120 is dead. RE75 is still cowering behind our artillery. Quick shot at the T-54, but he moves just in time to dodge it. Had I been manually aiming that shot, I still would have missed probably. He moved just right as the shell was in the air. 5100 is actually quite safe to auto-aim from a distance because it has very little armor anywhere. I do use auto-aim more than I should, I would imagine, especially in my sort of faster medium tanks. I use it to just fire on the move, or if I'm trying to make sure I keep my hull pointed at the biggest threat. I used to use it almost exclusively during closed beta. Then for a while I didn't use it at all, and it's sort of made a resurgence. It is useful. I wouldn't recommend using it as much as I do. It's a bad habit I need to kick, but it does have its uses. Keeping a gun pointed at the enemy while you're driving, you know, enemies you know you can pen no matter where you hit them, trying to maneuver around a tank while you're firing at somebody else, stuff like that, it can be quite useful. What I need to actually do is change my key bindings, so my auto-aim key is one of my thumb buttons on the mouse or something, to allow me to break auto-aim without having to move my aim at all. So we've pushed into their base now through the middle since there's nothing really covering it. They've won hill, so we're going to have to kill as much as we can down here and then double back. At this moment our platoon was sort of conflict on where to go. SRB and Durandal decided to go for the enemy cap. I wanted to go clean up the guys south because I figured an entrenched Type 59, White Prince, and especially the Waffenträger would just wreck us if I didn't kill them. I mean, look at these, the T-54 and the Lorraine are just getting their asses kicked. So the first thing I run into is the Black Prince. He clearly is having a lot of trouble getting through my 59's armor, which is good for me, because at this point in time we need to preserve our hit points. So SRB and Durandal are busy dogpiling that enemy T-54, the one we've been shooting earlier, and once he's dead they're going to get on cap. So I have to really work to get a shot on this Type 59, and that's when I decide to switch targets. T20 up there is presenting an easy target, but I don't wait for the full aim bloom and I pay for it. And this is a problem. This guy is going to go in and reset, and the enemy have just got on our cap. They killed our useless fucking E75 with no attempt to defend himself even, so I need to kill this guy and try and rescue my platoon mates. T20's shooting at me, but he's not a worry at that range. So Waffenträger gets SRB, he can one-shot both of them. I try and get there in time, but the building foils my plan, and I lose both my platoon mates. At least I avenge them. At this point, I sort of started heading towards our own base thinking I should reset, and then I came to my senses and thought, no, I should get on the enemy cap, in fact, because we did have tier 9s that were able to reset the ST1 a lot better than I'd be able to. And I was the only person capable of getting on cap quickly enough to try and, you know, if our guys got one reset in and then died, at least I'd be on cap. So they get a couple resets in as I'm driving towards cap, and I just need one more, and they get it. Not only do they get it, they kill the guy that was capping, so the game is a lot closer than it should have been. I probably should have thought to get on cap sooner, it wouldn't have been so close, but in the end it was still a win. The fact that we were basically down 2 tier 9 heavies from the start didn't cause a loss. It very nearly did, but we were able to pull through with the help of our Foch, our T-54 and our Waffenträger. So for now I'm just sitting on cap. I'm not going to catch up to the 40-43 for the Foch or T-54 kills, there's really no point. And that's the end of the game.